Hi, Peace.
Hi, Kadeen. Good morning this morning.
Good morning. Guess what? It's the last of our four conversations, and the past 4 weeks we've looked at different kinds of coverages to protect you and your family to build in financial security, the types that are available to you, and also income protection, just to make sure that we don't overlook anything. And we're going to wrap it up today with some
Correct.
strategies. Yeah, so
Awesome. Yes, we are. It's been a wonderful 4 weeks, and I know that viewers out there have learned one or two things, taking some nuggets and written down some points they're going to, implement in their lives. I want to say
yeah.
thank you again, Kadin. It's been an awesome time in this series. But we still have some questions for you before we wrap up this series. So let's jump right in. So one
All
of the
right.
questions we received was, how can someone integrate the insurance into their overall financial plan rather than seeing it as a standalone expense? Because, with the way life is around here, we have different bills that we pay: electrical bills, these bills, the water bills, the car insurance, and everything. So we don't see that as standalone and then, like, classify it as, oh, that's so much money going out of me. Is there a way we can integrate this insurance to make it, an overall financial plan and easy for us to handle?
Yeah, sure. The main thing is to think of your insurances as financial tools. Just like you have other goals, maybe saving goals, investment goals, you're planning for retirement, insurance should be part of that big picture that you're looking at. Because guess what? If something happens, you don't want your financial plans to be derailed, you want them to stay intact. So, life insurance that we talked about, that protects your family's financial future. Disability coverage, it basically safeguards your income to make sure if you can't work, you have income coming into you. And critical illness kind of make sure that major medical situations don't cause you to drain your savings or even have to go into debt just to cover the associated expenses. So it's basically part of your risk management for your financial plans.
Awesome. And are there ways we can actually maximize the value of this insurance policy, just so that we can afford the costs, keeping the cost affordable for everyone out there?
Well, you know what? The affordability of your coverage varies from person to person, right? The ideal is definitely to start early. The younger you are, the healthier you are, the lower your premiums. And the good thing too, you can actually bundle certain types of coverages depending on your provider. For example, life, disability, and critical illness. If you have a provider that does all, you could bundle your products, right? And
Hmm.
make sure the coverage amount that you take out is right for you. You don't want to overinsure and you definitely don't want to underinsure, right? And
Hmm.
that's where an advisor can help you determine what your need is so you have the right balance. And the good thing
Also,
about the solutions, right? You can
hmm,
actually layer them because different products have
okay.
different kinds, so you can layer them. And definitely review your policies regularly because as life changes, your insurance needs also change. So it's a balancing act between affordability and adequate coverage, depending on your goal.
Awesome. Great points we have there. So in terms of how should people adjust their insurance coverage to, as they move along life? Because I just, you just recall that we need to review our policy, regularly. So how will people adjust this coverage, through their life changes or life stages that they go through, let's say from single to being married, and then when they're married, the next thing you know after marriage is, parenthood, having kids,
Yeah.
and then the transition down to retirement when they, so how do we adjust this insurance, reviewing them
Well, I'm
regularly?
going to answer this question as if I were talking to my younger self, right? If I was talking
Awesome.
to myself 20 years or 25 years ago, I would say, guess what? You're
Mm,
single, you're young, you don't have any obligations. That's the best time to start building your wealth. Use
mm,
these tools to start building your wealth. You could get a permanent policy, overfund it. So you're creating that asset. You're not renting your insurance, you're owning your insurance, you're stashing cash away in your policy, tax sheltered growth, right? So when it comes to me, current day, I would have been, my insurance coverage would have been paid up and I'd still have it. Plus, I'd have that asset that I gave time to. I use the power of compounding to create that wealth. Because guess what? Time lost, you can't get it back. Unfortunate, but true. And then marriage and kids. What does that mean?
Okay.
You have other people depending on you. So,
True.
of course, that income protection becomes even more critical, right? Because you want to make sure that the kids are okay if something happens to you. The bills still get paid, right? The roof, the shelter, the clothing, all of that, all of those needs are provided for. But again, you still want to be building assets tax efficiently as well. So permanent policies are always good. Life insurance policies are always a way to build that tax efficient wealth, and of course the income protection. And for business owners, because a lot of people want to become entrepreneurs, right?
Yes. True.
You, all of the other stuff for your personal needs, it remains the same. But when you're looking at your business, you're thinking about key person insurance, you're looking at your business continuity and succession planning, business overhead insurance. All of these things you need to consider because they not only impact your business, they impact your family and the other families that depend on your business, right? So depending on where you are, if you have a team, you might even want to think about your benefits package and including insurance, for example, health and dental inside of your benefits package. And
Oh.
are you looking forward to your retirement piece?
So
I
entirely to just go cruising, you know.
I
Yes.
am definitely there. I'm looking forward to my retirement, right? And insurance is a tool that you can use to help you plan for that retirement. Again, the tax sheltered investing or wealth creation, and it gives you the ability to leverage your policy in multiple ways. So I'm looking forward to my retirement. My insurance policies will help me ensure that my retirement is secure. And legacy transfer, I have kids. I have 3 kids. I want them to be blessed when I go. But the good news is I don't even have to wait until that time. I've created policies for them so I can watch them enjoy the fruits of my labor, right? My kids and my grandkids, when they come, will benefit from having life insurance because I can use that as a wealth transfer tool. So that's how life insurance can serve you throughout your life. Again, it's a financial tool. As you said before in one of the previous conversations, you said it's an investment, and that's exactly right. It's not an expense, right? And if you perceive it as such, you won't really enjoy the benefits.
Awesome. So are there some benefits that we do overlook, you know, in terms of insurance that we're not taking advantage of that you have actually, you know, through your conversation with other individuals or businesses that you can actually speak up, you know, that you can share with us? Because we too could, you know, some people out there could also be overlooking them, but probably you just sharing it can give them an insight. So, oh, we didn't even know about this. Are there some you
Yeah.
can share with us now? Okay.
Yeah, I'll mention a few. For example, the cash value accumulation. I've said that before. We want to take advantage of every tax advantage that we have, every tax efficient tool that we have. And we have a few in Canada that we can leverage. And your life insurance policy is definitely one of them. And then some policies have features built into them like compassionate benefits or living benefits that allows you to access a portion of the death benefit payouts if you should be terminally ill, right? And one of my favorite features is being able to leverage the asset I would have created in my permanent policy for policy loans or collateral loans. One of the hardest things these days is to get financing, from a traditional bank, especially if you're self-employed, right? So if you've created that asset inside of your policy, it's a leverageable asset. You can actually have your cake and eat it too with policy loans and collateral loans. And the permanent policies, some of them actually pay you a return into the policy. right? So again, that return grows tax free. And
Oh.
there are certain features called riders. An example of the return of premium rider, right? Some people look at insurance as a sunk cost. Some policies allow you to have a return of premium rider, which means if you don't use it, you get back some money to you, right? So
Hmm.
explore how you can use the different features of insurance policies as wealth building tools.
Awesome. Wealth building too. I like that word.
Yeah, because they
Because we
are.
just believe that when you pay insurance, the money goes down the drain. I know, and I'm gonna share, conversation we always used to have where like, we pay insurance for cars, and you're like, I'm not benefiting from the insurance I pay, this huge sum of money, but on the flip side, you're like, it's even better I don't. It's not as if I don't want to benefit, but what are the things that will happen in the cost that will affect you if you are if you need to use that insurance? Let's say for you to use insurance, probably there's an accident involved,
Mhm.
and then you have to assess insurance. The funny part is that if there is an accident, either you're hurt, you are in pain, yes, you have a payout. And I
Yeah,
was talking to someone the other day, and he said, it's better for me. I will just be paying it there. Somebody else can use it, but I don't even want to benefit from it because I don't want to get injured. I don't want to be in pain.
yeah,
It's just for me to shelter myself, to protect myself in case of eventuality.
yeah.
So it depends on everybody's notion and how they want to run with it.
Yeah. And the thing is too, right? Too many people wait until they need insurance. And at that point it might be
Too
too
hard.
expensive or just
Yes.
unavailable. You just can't qualify anymore. And for
Mm,
example, life insurance is definitely something you're going to need, right? Or use, I should say, because everybody has the same end. Why not benefit or have your family benefit from that, right?
mm,
So in my mind, having life insurance is a win-win for me and my family. And then,
mm,
of course, you have the ability to start small. So, for example, with life coverage, you have a term product that is very budget friendly, right? With your disability and critical illness, you could start with smaller coverage amounts if budget is a concern, right? But the
mm.
point is just get protected, right? Safeguard your income, provide yourself a safety net, and as your life change, as your finances change, regular reviews can allow you to build these up more strategically into your wealth building strategy.
Awesome. And one other point I know we talked about, outside this call was you can actually access funds from that money, depending on the particular type of insurance that you have. So if maybe you want to do a business and you need some money, or you want to do a development or something, you cannot actually be availed of some of those funds to use. And then either you pay back depending on your term and your agreement with your advisor. So that's something we also need to
Yeah,
know. For
that's the
one last
policy loan or collateral loan feature that you're referring to on the
also,
life
yeah.
policy, some life policies.
All right. I know we're running up right now, but what is one biggest takeaway advice that you want to give to anyone who wants to have control or take control of their financial future?
You know what? I'm going to say that insurance, yes, it's about protection, but it's a bit more than that, right? It's actually financial empowerment. When you have that sense of security, you have confidence as you move through your life when it comes to your finances, right? So, you know what? Take that step. Talk to a broker, an advisor,
Mm,
review your current coverage if you have insurance already. Take
mm,
whatever steps you need to take to ensure that you're secure in your future. It is your responsibility, right? And we need to
yes.
secure a future because as by doing so, we actually alleviate the burden that could fall to our community, our family, our community, and even our country when we take that kind of financial responsibility for ourselves.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Kadin. It's been an awesome time with you. And some of the tip and nuggets we have running through these sessions are number one, which is my biggest, pass the risk on to someone else.
Yeah.
Go to your advisor and get advice on the best plan that works for you and your pocket and that you know you will benefit from. Also, it's advisable to start now. The earlier you start, the better. The now is your beginning point. Do not,
Yep.
slack. Do not, go off. Ensure you review your policies regularly to see if there are changes in it. And one last word I would say is, if you require more information or you want, more details, you can actually reach out to Kadin. I think her number is scrolling to the base of the video right now. It's 647 951
951.
905. Again, 647 951 6905. Or you can send an email to her at info@moneymatters.ca. You see what the name is? info@moneymatters.ca. But if you want to reach
CA.com.
ca.com. But if you require, you could also reach out to us at globalimpactempowerment@gmail.com, and we will link you. We have, to see what's best we can give you in terms of empowering words. With this, we want to say thank you very much to Kadin, and thank you to our listeners, and we will see you in our next series. Have a wonderful day.
It's been my pleasure.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
All right. Bye
Bye.
now.